bonus pod all about credit cards, and I'm trying to hide my excitement because credit cards is one of the things I love the most.
It is.
Rebecca,
It
you're
sounds
with me
like
today.
What?
You're with me today.
I am with you today.
And you're willing to talk about credit cards.
It sounds like a really crazy thing to be excited about, guys, but let me tell you, it can open up so many opportunities in your life if you utilize credit cards properly.
I was just counting there on the way up the stairs. I currently have 15 US credit cards. You have 2 US credit cards?
I don't even know.
Between us in the UK, we're topping, like all in total, we're looking at 50 credit cards between us.
Yeah.
Which is wild to think. But we want to talk to you today about 3 different credit cards.
3 particular credit cards that are going to be able to benefit you both personally and in business as well. And we think the 3 best credit cards that are a combination of easy to use and to give you really, really good opportunities.
Yes. So if you're listening to the UK, this is more applicable to you, but you can probably imagine all around the world, there will be something. So first of all, I want to talk about American Express.
Okay.
American Express is probably one of the biggest players when it comes to reward-based credit cards. Credit cards that are going to give you something back, whether it be cash, moreover, it's going to be points.
Yep.
Those points can be in the form of different currencies.
Points make prizes.
Points make prizes. And what you can do with those points is really the part we're going to talk about in a minute.
Yes.
And that's the exciting part. So we're going to talk about the business gold charge card here in the UK.
We are also going to give you a personal option as well. And we think that you should utilize these 3 credit cards in combination.
Because they work fine.
Amazingly
the best
together.
Combination.
Interchangeable.
So the reason I'm talking about a charge card is because charge cards do give you the best accelerators when it comes to points, etc. So right now in the UK, and there is multipliers for all of these different things, and there is welcome bonuses. But for the most part,
we will put referral codes in below as well, and you should get extra bonus points for using those referral codes.
So if you sign up using one of our links below, we get a little bit of a kickback, but moreover, you usually get a better sign up bonus. So with the gold American Express charge card, a charge card is basically, it's just like a form of credit that you have to pay on the next statement date, which you should pay all of your credit cards.
I mean,
with
technically
anyway.
You don't have to, but you get charged like 50% APR.
No, it's ridiculous. So you're obviously going to do that as well. So with the gold card right now, you, for the most part, you're getting, every time you spend £1, you get 1 point back, which is plain, simple, easy. Those points come in the form of membership reward points, which is American Express's main currency. The good thing about that currency is you can do multiple things with it. You could realistically, if you want, just take it as cash back. They'll give you 1% cash back on that. So for every £1,000 you spend, you get £10 back.
You're not going to do that.
Of course you're not going to do that.
No.
You're going to use those points and you're going to transfer them to partners. Mm-hmm. American Express probably have, other than Chase in the US, have the most transfer partners available. And transfer partners can be things like hotels, airlines, and other such things. Cruise lines as well.
Car rental, I think.
Car rental, yeah.
All sorts of things.
So, for instance, one of the biggest carriers in the UK, airline carriers, is British Airways. Mm-hmm. Now, if you were to, say, spend all of your, everything, all your purchases on that gold card.
For your business
every single year, and you are quite a big salon and you're spending 50 grand.
Jesus Christ.
A lot.
That's way too much.
And you're spending 20 grand.
Whoa, you're a big salon.
Big salon, right?
Mm-hmm.
20 grand every single year, and you're getting 1% cash back on, or 1% back on that. That means you're getting 20,000 points every single year. I know right now you can transfer that 20,000 over to British Airways, and you can use those points to transfer into air miles, which is Avios or Avios, which is British Airways currency for their air miles. Going from London, you can take a flight to Malta for 9,000 points. So that's that's a return flight. That's 2 people there and back. Yep. So you're getting free flights.
Perfect.
So if you use that anyway, you're getting a free holiday, which is excellent.
Yep. Now,
granted, you're still going to have to use money for your hotel, or you can maybe use some points for your hotel and stuff like that, but that's a great way to use it. Staying with British Airways, we want to talk about the personal card. The personal card that Rebecca and I recommend the most is the British Airways Premium Plus credit card.
Yes, and the reason that we recommend this is not only are you getting those points, you're getting those Avios points, which you can collate all together in your British Airways account with the points that we have just talked about on your gold card. But more to the point, once you hit a certain spend limit every year, you're going to get what's called a companion voucher. And the companion voucher is what Chris and I use to fly business class long haul every single time we fly.
Which is excellent.
Yep.
Now, if I'm honest with you, I love that credit card. It has just gone up in price, $325 a year or something.
It allows us to fly business class.
Yeah, that just gives you that opportunity. So when you spend on that up to £15,000, once you hit that £15,000 spend threshold, which again has just risen recently, you get that companion voucher. Now, if you're going to say fly to, I don't know, Florida, you're going to go to the park, you're going to go to the parks, you're going to go into Orlando or Miami or something like that, and you're going to spend, I don't know, £650, £700 each on a return flight. Is that normal?
I mean, yeah, probably. It's very variable right now, but I would say anywhere between £600 and £1,000
Okay.
for an economy flight is probably.
If you have that companion voucher, you can basically use that as an upgrade reward voucher for both of those travelers.
So, as an example, the two of us, the cash that it'll cost the two of us about £1,000, not each, in total.
Total £1,000.
And that is that is return business class.
Yeah.
We just did actually a first class flight recently.
Yeah.
Using the points. Obviously, you need to use your points as well, but you'll have been collecting them on your business with the gold card. You'll have been collecting them on
Personal spend.
On your personal spend as well. And what you really, really need to do is if you have a partner who you're going to take, you guys are going to go on say going on 2 holidays a year, you're going to get your partner to sign up for the exact same card.
Using your referral link, not
Using
ours.
your referral link, of course, so you both get extra points bonus. And I'm about to give you a massive hack as well after this to boost your points to the moon and back. And then you're going to get 2 companion vouchers. So you can go on 2 holidays a year and you can go business class for less than the price of economy.
Now, business class is great for showing off to your friends if you're so inclined to be on Instagram. But moreover, like when you're traveling,
it's just comfortable.
It's just comfortable. It changes things.
We don't ever pay for, we've paid for business class one time, and it was really cheap.
Some sort of weird.
It was like £1,800. I mean, we say really cheap. Okay, that was a lot of money. But that was £1,800 return.
That was 2016 or something.
Yeah, it was a complete one-off. Now you're more around the £4,000 or £5,000. We would never pay that return to go business class, but we don't pay that. We pay less than an economy ticket to go business class because what you have to pay is you have to pay your taxes and fees. So as we said, you do, along with your taxes and fees you're paying, you have to pay your points. You have to use your points. And for a business class return,
they're usually about 90,000 for 2 people.
It's a bit more than that. Let's just call it 120,000. It very much depends where you're going and when you're going.
Yeah.
But say you're going long haul, don't go business class if you're going short haul with British Airways because it is not worth it. Only do it if you're going long haul and you're going to get a lie flat bed. You also get lounge access, which is really nice too. But you're thinking, God, how am I going to get to 120,000 points? So with that card, is it 1.5 points per pound?
1.5 AVOS every time you spend £1.
Except when you spend on British Airways, you get 3 points to the pound.
Yep.
So you need to play the game. I've talked to so many customers clients about this when I was doing browse. People would message, what's that card and stuff again? Because you need to play the game. So yeah, you're thinking, oh God, this sounds like a lot of work. It's not a lot of work because you just get into a habit of doing it. But you're going on holiday for free because not only can you use these points we're talking about for flights, we'll use our membership reward points for free hotel stays.
Always.
You can use them literally, instead of paying money, you pay with points for free.
It's just a form of currency.
Yep. And there's no taxes and fees on top of that. If you book through the American Express travel portal, you're just using points.
Or you can transfer them out to partners like Hilton, Marriott, IHG, etc.
Yeah, Hilton's usually quite good when they've got quite a good
redemption
value. But you're thinking, how am I going to get all these points that I need?
120,000 points sounds a lot.
It does.
Let's go back to that. So let's just say you're spending 20,000 on your business every year. So that's 20,000 points, right?
Mm.
But
You've also had a sign-up bonus.
You just signed up for this card and say the spend is 3,000 points in the first, £3,000 in the first 6 months, and you got a bonus of 60,000 points. So you've spent 20,000.
You're more than halfway there.
You've got 80,000 points.
You've also got your personal card, which you're collecting your points on, and your partner has it as well.
Two-player mode.
But you're thinking, I'm still going to be short. How am I going to do this? It is so simple. You are going to download the Avios app. And Chris is not good at this. I'm the one, I will say, I still miss the mark sometimes and I kick myself, but the amount of points that I actually get more points through using that than I do from spending.
Yes.
Every single time you pay for something online and you're going to think, oh, this is quite an obscure website I'm using. Or you get a takeaway every single week on Just Eat. Well, guess what? You're going to get, sometimes they have boosted ones. Sometimes it's 12 points to the pound. So say you're spending 50 quid on Just Eat, you're getting 600 points.
It's wild.
Say you are buying something on Apple, you're buying something on Amazon. Almost, honestly, the amount of websites that are on this, the vast majority of websites, I would say 90% of the websites that I use are on the Avios scheme. And see Boots, when I go on and buy my
creams,
my creams, and I'm getting my advantage points, I am boosting it up to the sky.
Yeah.
You get your phone, sometimes on your phone line you can get it as well. You're going to go every single time you press pay, or you're about to press pay online. You're going to go through the Avios portal. And you're going to do it anytime you book a hotel on booking.com, on hotels.com, every single time.
So you start life in the Avios portal and it takes you through into that website. And basically, it's just a click through. It tracks you through into it. And once you book it through hotels.com, you're still booking it through them. Yeah. It's just Avios have tracked it and they get a little kickback from hotels.com.
And then you go, next time you go and it goes boom, 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 boom. You've got an extra 5,000 points. Every time I open that thing up, it's a boom, 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 boom.
Now, as much as Rebecca has said that that's the way that she loves to earn the points, what she's missed there is the fact that she has probably earned more points through referrals by talking to your clients about it. Now, realistically, if you are going to Miami and you're going business class and you're sitting with a client and you're having a chit chat and they're like, oh, I could never go that way. You'd be so tired when you come off the plane. You're like, oh, it's actually got a bed and I'll probably sleep most of the way after watching my movies and being in the lounge and eating all that cool food. How are you going business class? And then you tell her about it. She's going to want to sign up for it as well. Mm-hmm. So you're going to give her your referral code. Mm-hmm. And with that referral code, you're going to kick back, say, 20 to 25,000 points.
No, I think it's like 9,000 usually.
Well, it depends on the card.
Whatever. It's a chunk of change in terms of points. So you have got that. So that is the way to maximize. But there is one more thing. You're thinking, not every website, not every place takes American Express. And that's true. Not every place does. These days, the majority do take American Express, but not everyone does. So you're going to have a Visa card because you're going to need that. And the Visa cards you're going to have for your business, as long as you're a limited company, they might have opened up to partnerships and stuff, I don't know. But as long as, if you're a limited company, for sure, you're going to apply for a Capital on Tap card because the points that you are earning on Capital on Tap, guess what? They can be transferred to Avios 1-to-1. So there's actually loads of different things you can spend the points on. So again, depending on the package, like your membership that you have on Capital on Tap, you might be on the free account, you might be on the extra great account, which gets you all extra things. Say the average is about 1 point to the pound. So every time you spend £1, you get a point back. Alternatively, you can spend £1, you can get a penny back. And the great thing about Capital on Tap is that you can use it to pay your taxes.
Yes, because it's a Visa card.
You can use it on the HMRC website.
You can use it on the HMRC website. So if you have to pay that godforsaken thing,
say your tax bill is £5,000.
So you've just paid that 5,000.
You got 5,000 points.
You get 5,000 points.
So other things that I like to use the Capital on Tap ones for are either use it for the Avios. More often than not, we transfer that in.
Yeah.
Or done this quite a few times. Airbnb.
Airbnb is one I was going to highlight.
I love that one. So
imagine you've got that Christmas night out with the girlies. And I was actually listening to a podcast that people listened to the other day. And we're talking about hen nights and stuff like that, and how guys like to go to Vegas and all that sort of stuff.
And the average spend was $3,000 or something
ridiculous.
Stupid.
But girls would rather get that, like that beach house or that place in the countryside or something like that. Mm-hmm. Do it with Airbnb, and you could use your points. Yep.
So what you can do is on the Capital on Tap on the rewards portal, you can transfer your points into, oh my God, pretty much anything. But what you can do is more often than not is transferring it into a voucher.
Yes.
So like Airbnb doesn't have a points redemption system.
Yeah.
But what you do on the rewards portal for Capital on Tap, and you can do this with Boots, that one for all voucher, loads of different vouchers, Amazon, is you transfer your points into a gift voucher, and then you can go and spend that gift voucher on Airbnb. And we've done that quite a few times.
If you're really smart as well, like you'll be the one who's booking the Airbnb voucher, and you'll tell all your friends who's coming to stay with you the cost of it, and they'll chip in and they'll give you cash back.
Yep.
And if you're really smart, you can get more cash back. Also, one thing I just want to highlight there, Rebecca was talking about gift cards. If you're a company director or if you have a limited company, you can actually buy your staff up to £300 worth.
You can buy your staff unlimited gift vouchers.
Oh, really?
Up to £50. They have £50 per voucher. You can't give them cash. The gift has to be a gift or a voucher. And you can do that unlimited amount of times. If you are a company director, you could only do it up to £300. So you can buy yourself gifts or vouchers. Again, we are not financial advisors, so please don't take anything that we say as gospel in terms of financially. That's 6 vouchers a year.
And that is tax deductible from your company?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, it comes off your full turnover, so that is tax deductible. So if you want to reduce your corporation tax ever so slightly, and for instance...
I like to do it to buy my skincare.
Yeah, I mean, that's just,
Yeah, by Clinique.
That's something we've only just learned.
It is. We've had so many little hacks that we have not learned.
15 years.
Yep. Yeah. So that is something definitely you should do. And what you can do to buy those gift vouchers is you do 2 things.
Yes, you do.
You can go through the Avios portal and buy them.
For instance, boots or
two
something
boots,
like that.
buy your gift voucher, get the extra points on that. And to pay, you're going to use your business capital on tap card.
Quite often you can't buy gift vouchers with credit cards.
Sometimes, but there are hacks around that. If you go through that, is it the One for All website?
Yes.
One of those sort of gift voucher aggregator sort of websites.
They can do it.
They can do it. I've just done it.
One thing I just want to talk about is paying your credit card off in full every single month. It is imperative you do that, because if you go through all this process of getting all these points but you don't pay it off and you pay interest, then it's pointless. Just don't do it.
Do not do it.
If that's the case, just grab yourself a good bank account that gives you a 1% cashback card.
Yeah. It's not going to, you're not going to get all these fancy bells and whistles in terms of being able to fly business class, but yes. With Capital on Tap, what you can do is you can pre-load the card.
Yes.
So if you're like, oh, I don't trust myself, put the money on the card in the first place. And they
actually encourage you to do so. And I think if with certain packages, if you preload it,
I think you get an extra quarter of a point or something like that, 1.25%.
And when it comes to Capital on Tap, one thing we've been doing recently is we've been paying the Capital on Tap balance. Instead of letting it come out direct debit, we've been paying it in advance of the statement.
With a debit card?
So for instance, if there was 10,000, just for easy math, if there was 10,000 on that card, we could pay that 10,000 with a debit card from one of our bank accounts called Alica, which gives you 1% back. So if we have paid, say, our tax bill at £10,000, we've got 10,000 points from that.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we pay that £10,000 off with that 1% cashback card from Alica, we get £100 back.
So it's all talking to each other.
Yeah, which is wild. So that means you can potentially go on that flight, and when you get to that location, you've just paid for your dinner with all that cash back.
Yep. So it sounds complicated. It's not. Those are the three cards we would recommend that you get. The Amex Gold Business Card, Charge Card, the British Airways Premium Plus. There is also a British Airways business card.
There is. It's a non-business, but it's very complex.
And there is a British Airways card which is cheaper than the Premium Plus. There's one down, but it's not as good in terms of your reward.
£3 or £99 something.
But what is it that you get?
It's lower, so I think you only get 1 or 7.75 AVR or something.
But the reward, like it's not the companion voucher thing. I can't remember.
You get an upgrade for one person or something like that.
It's something I can't remember.
It's not quite as good. You're better off just paying the extra and go for the bigger one.
For sure, because the value that you're getting on that is amazing. And like I said, like twice it's allowed us to go first class.
Yeah.
Which is a completely different experience.
Indeed.
But again, we're not spending anything other than the taxes and fees, which usually for two people, depending on where you're going. If you're going long haul, that tends to be around the £1,000 mark for two people. So £500 each. If you're going short haul, so Europe or something, your tax and fees are going to be negligible.
It's like, I don't know, it's like £4.50 or something.
It's going to be a lot lower. So yes.
Like I said, there's going to be links to all these down below. They are referral links, so we do get a little bit of a kickback, but it is something we're really passionate about, and we want to share that wealth with you guys, because it gives you if you have to spend this money anyway, get something for it. Yeah. Money makes the world go round, and people use it to their advantage. People who are rich use it to their advantage. Poor people don't. Poor people are kept poor because they don't know all these little hacks. Mm-hmm. So use it to your advantage, for sure. And if you listen in America, I've got tons of American referral credit card links down below. Chase is one great one. The Sapphire Preferred is great. The Sapphire Reserve is just a revamp. The American Express Platinum.
Enough. Nobody cares. But
Apple Card.
If you are somebody who just has a standard debit card, and that's what you use to pay for things, stop it.
Yeah.
It's not serving you. It's not serving you in any way. So get on.
Or just go into a Google search, cashback debit card. There might be something out there that suits you. Switch over to that. And usually if you switch over to a different bank account, you get some sort of switch bonus. Mm-hmm. Even if it's like £50, get that £50.
But like Chris said, the most important thing that you need to do if you have a credit card is pay it off in full every single month. Essentially, you just kind of need to ignore the fact that you have a debit card. Use your credit card for all of your expenses, but make sure it's paid off in full every single.
We actually just changed our bank account recently and got a new debit card through from it. And Rebecca said, "Where's your old one so I can cut it up?" And I said, "I don't know, honey.
We don't use them ever, ever.
Stack of cards, couldn't find it.
Don't use them.
Chop it up when you get it. Well, maybe don't, just in case.
But do not use them.
Thanks for this bonus pod, honey. And did you like the music to begin with?
Yeah, it was excellent. I loved it.
I'm gonna fade it up a little bit. Yeah. Oh yeah. Get that vibe. Yep.
Chris wants to have an entire podcast just about credit cards for sure.
I would.
Because that's what he watches. He watches people who do that.
I do. That and barbecue.
But again, guys, please share this share it on your stories on Insta, tag us, and we will, even with this bonus episode, you will be entered into the chance to win your £50 voucher, because we do that every single month.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.